Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt. This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at Adam Booth's gym here in Surrey. Delighted as always to be joined by Shannon Courtenay.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, you seem like chirpy and upbeat and all, yeah, like a spring in your step. Good.
Yeah, I've just finished a good session. I've got fight news dropping. It's very quick, I think, like maybe today or tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm in a good place.
We know you'll feature on the undercard of Billy Joe Saunders and Martin Murray on the 4th of December. That was already confirmed by Mr. Hearn. So, yeah, knowing you were just kind of desperate to get out after August.
Yeah, I just wanted to get out. I wanted to get out as much like before Christmas, to be honest. Was told a couple of dates in November, and then obviously Billy's show got moved to December. And yeah, said of course to fight. And Eddie was desperate to get me out before Christmas as well, because I think next year there's quite a few big fights on the horizon for me. So yeah, I'm excited.
We did our interview probably a few weeks after fight camp, which I'm assuming you were kind of in a situation where you were still kind of coming to terms with your loss. But do you feel like you are a few months later on from that in a far better place mentally?
Yeah, definitely in a mentally better place. You know, getting back in the gym is definitely like, I think, the cure for a lot of things. I think exercise is such a great thing for mental health. Hence why people are going mad that the gyms are shut during this lockdown, because it's affecting people with mental health. Because obviously the suicide rate's really high at the moment. So, but I think being in the gym's been a big thing. I've been working a lot about like mental strength perception with a guy called Chris from Leap 76. That has made a massive difference to me as well. And you know, surrounding myself with the right people. I've literally trained harder than ever for this camp. Everything has been spot on, so I am genuinely in a really good place.
At what point since that night up until now did it click in your brain where you thought, right, I've literally now got to put that behind me and focus on what's in front of me?
Do you know what I think? It's like, even like in the interview, I was like, yeah, I'm not over it, but I was like, move on, I think when you kind of first day in camp, it hits you, get over it. You're not the only person who's ever had a loss. Do you know what I mean? It's get over it, build a bridge, and get over it. And came into camp, started fresh, and yeah, it's been, I'm not even looking, I think everything in life is either a blessing or a lesson, and that was both.
Someone punching this bag behind me? No. Oh. I'm not even joking, right? I thought he was punching that bag there.
See, that this steel is connected for all these bags. If Josh is punching that, it might vibrate the steel, which makes this bag move.
I just thought, yeah, I can feel it on my shoulder. Anyway, I'll carry on.
He must be hitting hard then, because he's about 20 feet away.
I know, I was going to say. Opponent-wise for you, do you know who you're going to be facing? Have you been kind of thrown any names or?
I haven't really asked like normal. A couple of names have been thrown around. I know we accepted one, and then it was turned down. But like I said to you every time, I leave it down to Adam and Eddie. I don't get involved.
It's not a bad plan, to be honest with you. I do want to talk to you about the ladies' women's card from a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, let's start with the very impressive Katie Taylor in a very, very dominant display against Gutierrez. What was your reflection on that?
I actually thought she was going to get Gutierrez out there in round one, because that's the fastest I've seen Katie Taylor start, and it's probably the most vicious I've seen her start as well. But you've got to give it to Gutierrez. She was tougher than Nokia 33-10. She was taking everything. And by like round 6 and 7, I was looking at the TV thinking, like, fuck's sake, pull her out now. I think we just pull her out. And when it got to later rounds, I thought, actually, I'm glad she saw the final bell, because she deserved it, because she stuck it out. But no, Katie looked very impressive. And you've got to think this is a woman that's getting she's not young anymore, Katie. She's like mid-30s, and she seems to be getting better and better. So I think it's going to be so exciting to see where she goes next, to be honest. They're talking about crossover fights with Cyborg. There's big fights under her, so no, I'm excited. It was a good fight.
I question whether you're even old enough to know what a Nokia 3310 is.
I had a Nokia. Is that the little? Yeah, I had a Nokia 3310. Snake. Couldn't beat Snake.
The Nokia 3310 was when, like...
The navy blue one.
How old was you when you had a phone? You must have been like 3.
No, I had a phone, my first phone when I was 11 years old. And it was crap.
Fair enough. I just, I look at that as my childhood, and I know there's a little age difference between us, so I thought...
A little bit.
I mean, what's a couple of years, or maybe 12?
Do you remember those phones? You had to go to the shop and get £10 credit, and you used to ring your mate and go, ring me back, I've got no credit, and put the phone down. What are they called? Like?
Some people still do that, by the way.
Does credit even exist nowadays?
Yes, credit still exists now.
Oh. And actually, my nan's got a credit phone, so I know that exists. So yeah, but she uses WhatsApp now, so...
You keep moving further away. I don't know whether you're actively...
Josh taking the bag, so you're moving closer.
I'm really uncomfortable in this position here, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So, yes, I'm assuming you would have watched Rachel Ball's performance to win an interim WBC title. Obviously, she was meant to fight for a full world title. Weight issues, not from her side, restricted that. So, yeah, what did you think of her performance?
I thought it was a shame that Gutierrez come in so... not Gutierrez, sorry. I'm talking about Katie Taylor, her opponent, came in so heavy because she wasn't in any fit shape to... Because you know, she was a world champion at super flyweight, and she didn't even make the super bantamweight thing, and you could see that she wasn't in shape, and it's a shame because she had quite a nice movement, and I feel like Rachel was throwing a lot and not actually connecting a lot. The other girl was making her miss a lot. But listen, Rachel's gone on, she's won a fight, and she's got herself a belt and our title. So I think it'll be interesting to see when we meet next year.
Are you convinced that fight will happen?
Yeah.
Just talking to her after the fight, it was almost like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't kind of attitude. Okay, but you're convinced that the fight will happen?
I'm convinced the fight happens, yeah. If she thinks that she's beat me, and she's convinced that it wasn't like a bad decision, why wouldn't she want to fight me again? Do you know what I mean? So, I've been told we're fighting again next year, so...
But if she honours that fight that was meant to happen with Ebony Bridges, it could be slipped a little bit further down in 2021, but as long as it happens, I suppose.
As long as it happens. If it happens, it happens, and it's gonna. So whether it's her next fight or in 2 fights' time, doesn't matter. The fight's gonna happen.
Okay.
There's no bad blood. I wish her all the best. Well done to her for winning. Do you know what I mean? So, but the fight's gonna happen.
I've just noticed your attitude changed there, just a little bit.
Still happy.
Just a little bit.
I'm still happy.
Bring it back down to happy Shannon.
Yeah. This is the new. What's that about with Wusa? This is the new Shannon, the new calm, placid. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, let's move swiftly away from there anyway. Okay. Well, have you got anything else you'd like to say? Oh, congratulations on your Adidas ambassador deal. So yeah, talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, first from a boxer to sign a global deal with Adidas. Very, very proud moment to be able to sign that, to be honest. So if anyone gets like Adidas stuff for Christmas, mind your business. Do you know what I mean? Don't be asking questions. But nah, I'm buzzing, to be honest. I've always worn Adidas since I was a kid anyway, so to sign that, it's a big deal. And yeah, I feel very blessed.
Right, I will let you get back to your training because I've literally interrupted everyone's training here today.
You normally do, to be honest.
Absolutely. Shannon, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and no doubt we'll catch up with you again next week. Next week? Your fight week's next week, yeah.
So I go into the bubble on the Monday, the 30th, and I'm missing Harriet's birthday. It's Harriet's 14th birthday on the Tuesday, the 1st. I know, I feel so bad. But I'll make it up to her, don't worry. She's been spoiled yet again, so be worth it. When you come into the bubble?
I'm not sure yet. Still ironing out. Oh, no, I definitely don't do that.
You don't have a COVID test? Yeah.
No, I'm positive.
Yeah, negative.
God, this is just... turning into a little bit of a disaster. No, that's not the protocol that Matchroom follow, actually. I follow the rules just like everyone else.
All right. As I noticed you got a bit of a digging out about being the only person in the bubble at one point. So.
Clearly wasn't. I mean, people need to research their facts about that situation.
You calling out Del Boy?
Cool, Del Boy, yeah.
Ooh. War Chisora. War Cassius.
War Cassius, what are you on about? Sorry, Derek. If you're watching, Derek, I'm sorry, Derek. Yeah. Shannon, thank you very much for talking to Eiffel TV, and like I said, best of luck in the rest of your training leading into next week, and yeah, everyone tune in. Friday night next week, it's a Friday night show. Yeah, Billy Joe Saunders, Shannon Courtenay, Zach Parker, James Tennyson, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? It's turned out to be quite a good card, actually. They've announced a couple of fights today, so it looks like it's going to be quite a decent card. I'm just looking forward to getting in there now, to be honest. I just want to fight.
Go and do your thing. We'll catch up soon. Cheers.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.